Last best of one that we're going to see today. We've got 3 best of 3s after this to wrap up the tournament. And once again, we are on Suna, but at nighttime. How are we feeling about that?
Pretty cool map. Oh, sometimes a bit hard to see, but it's nice to see a bit of variety.
Yeah, my astigmatism hates me on this map. Don't worry, man. I don't, there's a reason I can't play nighttime maps, and I can't see shit. I don't know how these players do it, but they're playing in this tournament, and I'm here casting, so they're clearly doing something right. We'll see. Early push from Unity towards mid. We'll see if this works for them. It will, as Smalls picks up the first onto Taz. It's going to be a hard B-site hold here for AEXLAB, but a split onto A will be the call. Scanner is on Catwalk, and it will be dropped by Cry. That means the A push is going to be useless, but a pick from Berserk on long opens up some opportunities. 2 players for Unity in the Rayab spawn as Kodiak takes out John Yakuza. 2 players posted up on Cat now, going to be defending the Scanner with all of their might. Can they manage to hold this? 2 versus 3.
There's a lot of potential earlier on. Shut down any A-side players.
Smalls with both on the PM9. He is the man of non-meta. He's run the UMP. He's run the Vector. He's run the PM9 gold skin. This man does not care what weapon he has in his arsenal. He's going to make it work.
Smalls is a menace on the server with these weapons.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen the Vector become more popular, haven't we? That's pretty interesting. But
definitely. But I mean, if anyone's been putting it to work, it's been Smalls. You know, if anyone's really been showing how it could have its own place in the meta, how one could use it, it's Smalls for sure. With his cheeky little one hands and all that, his close range fights, and let's see how he does it again.
A pioneer of the new meta as Pan picks off the first, but immediately gets fragged in return. It's a push through the smoke for Smalls as Taz finds his nade onto Cry. Man advantage handed over to AEXLAB, but they've got to work their way back into the site after Nebula finds Taz. And Unity opting to back away from the site even though they've secured it. Wondering what that call is.
Not feeling confident enough, maybe overestimating the presence of AEXLAB on that site, but one way or another, they're only going to be making their real push onto the site now.
On the ladder here.
Space now.
Goth's on the ladder, ready to poke up, and he's going to be wrapping around. Looks for the pick, gets one on site, looks for another. Spray is not going to transfer as Smalls picks up the headshot with the UMP. 2 versus 2 with utility from both sides coming out. A hard push out from Cat. No regrets here. They've got to make it work. They've got to be confident as they pick up the first. It's John up close to clean up. And with plenty of time, AEXLAB will pick up their first round versus Unity. 1-1 scoreline.
Really putting that utility to work, using that smoke to isolate those gunfights. John drops down, finds the first, finds the second. Absolutely beautiful execution. I mean, great positioning, great utility usage to clean that up, to get the retake.
Yeah, if Unity's just a bit more confident there, they can hold down that Cat push, be on site, get in good positions. But I think they might have been nervous about the utility that AEXLAB still had on their wrists and ready to go.
Sure. I mean, let's see what they do this time. Committing a lot more manpower this time onto the B side.
Yeah, all 5 players
sprinting it, but yeah.
Ooh, Pan's going to be the first point of contact here. He's got an incendiary. We'll see what use he makes of it. 4 nades! 4 nades fly into the face of Pan, and it's Smalls to get both the kill and the shot off with that UMP, and he's going to be pushing up even closer. He's all the way on ladder. Wow, how is he here? Why is he here? He gets naded out, but it doesn't matter because there's only 2 players left for AEXLAB. One swings out from Cat. It's going to be peeked to immediately be shut down of the Vector of Kodiak, and John will be left knifed in the back by Berserk. Salt in the wound. 4 nades, 4 knives. Nothing needed here for Unity to get a free round. What was that barrage? That was like an airstrike. 4 nades came out and just landed on his face.
Acer take 1 round out of the hands of Unity, 1 round total, and they take that personally. They take that to heart, and they say, we are having none of this. And not only launch all the utility at one player, but they finish it off with a knife kill. That was a brutal, aggressive, strange round to be sure, but it's clearly working for them. Cry, shutting down Pan. No need for the nades this time, just raw gun powered.
Now they're opting to have Berserk on that flank this time around. Maybe they'll support him, but one drops off behind. It's going to be Goth to push in and try to find a kill over these smokes, but it's John and Kodiak to be the 2-star players here. Pushes up the ladder. Goth able to find another as Nebula gets one of his own. 2 versus 1. Goth stuck here between 2 players as the scanner is just going to leave. Nebula's made it away safely with the scanner, and now it's going to be a mid-fight. He's hearing this.
The catwalk, though.
Oh, he's hearing these footsteps. He knows it's an A rotate, and he's made noise. He's made noise. Is he ready for this peek? He knows that one's underpass. Oh, opts for the rotate.
A risky move. Didn't pay off. Didn't get punished for it like he could have there.
Scanner down, and he knows this one player's posted up backside. I'm not sure. He spotted him, and there's the knife throw. Spots the player on ramp. He needs to win this. He's got the first headshot, but can he find the next onto Nebula? Goth is low, but
Nebula shouldn't lose this.
Yeah, Nebula tagged up, but we've seen some winnable 1v1s kind of thrown away on this ring around the rosy spot on this backside pyramid of containers. Oh, the bait between the two with a knife throw to try to pressure, but the gun smacks the wall and gives away the push. Nebula winning it out and giving Unity a 3rd round. EU needing to step it up here.
Sure, a considerable amount of potential in that round early on. Especially a good rotate, a safe rotate from Goth, just managing to dodge those bullets in mid. Finds the first, but just can't quite clean it up, can't quite finish it, which is fair enough because that's a very hard position to attack. But Acer, as you said, really do need to step it up here.
Absolutely.
Especially
Unity
early rounds,
going fast once again. Cry getting a spam kill through the smoke. Do they opt for another nade barrage? Doesn't look like it, as Pan will get a nade of his own from the defense. Once again, Smalls and Kodiak pushed up close here, not able to make it work. Everyone being shut down. Oh man. Berserk left alone on mid. He's able to get the first, but he's got to find 4 more for the ace clutch, and he's got 0 utility. Excuse me, 3 more. Looking like a second round for Acer EU.
Well executed one as well.
Absolutely.
Smokes, able to just jump around them, get up behind Peak. Got a double kill there from getting right behind Acer. Acer at Unity, letting them walk straight past.
And I also want to point out, there's no nade spam there from Unity. We saw them open up the B site really well beforehand by using a lot of utility, by fragging out all on one position. But this time around, all we saw was smokes. There was no flashes, no nades, not even an incendiary to force anyone out from backside or on rocket. It was no utility on that push from Unity, making it so much more difficult to get in and giving Acer EU the opportunity to have 2 players go in and take early gunfights and cause all that chaos, cause all that non-confusion, and bring out that lack of confidence that we saw earlier on. You pointed it out in one of the earlier rounds. Unity, they failed to have the confidence going into the site. Berserk almost clutching that out, but
yeah, it was close.
Unity lacked that confidence earlier on. You pointed it out, and that confusion, that push from Acer EU pulled that lack of confidence out once again from Unity. And Unity was just confused and not sure what to do and had to play individually, and it didn't work out from there. Strong round from Acer EU.
can clock onto that, figure out now that they've found that weakness and they have been taking advantage of it. It's just about whether they've realized it or not, and if they can put it to work.
Oh, they're getting aggressive here. They've got early utility, but it's not going to do any damage. Backed off, and now Unity's going to have to respond with their own utility.
No nade barrage again.
There's one nade, but Goth is going to be up close here. He knows there's 2. Spamming through the smoke, finds 1. Does he look for another? It's Pan to find one more. Peek with another. It's all util after util.
Walked straight past him.
Oh my goodness, he's able to get 1, but not anymore. It's Pan to shut it down. as only one pick comes through there for Unity. It's on to Peak,
And
and
once again,
3-3.
Unity, a team that is, yeah, for a team that plans so well and is so coordinated, it once again comes down to that confusion factor. I think we saw, you know, once they're all sprinting about the smokes at a complete loss at where they're going and what they're doing, that's when they start to fall apart. That's when the cracks start to show, and that's when Acer finds those cracks, pulls them apart, and rips the team to shreds.
Yeah, Unity hasn't found a split or a time to wait here. They just push in fast and look for picks, and it's Smalls to peek into 4 players underpass. Absolutely shut out. Meanwhile, Nebula and Kodiak, they find the entries into sight, and they could cross sandwich right now, but they have to wait for the smoke bloom.
Gives Goth space to get right up.
Berserk is up close here by main. Could find Goth. Goth tucks in. Keeps his life for just a little bit longer, and his position could be vital here for the retake. Scanner will go down, and smoke on self. It's a close fight, but Goth will win it out. Kodiak hears these coughs. All 3 players up close and in point blank range. He finds the first as Cry's able to follow up with one of his own. Cry finds a second, and it's Unity to finally pick up a round after Acer EU shut him out.
And it seems so perfectly set up at the end there for Acer EU to clean that up. 3 versus 2. They knew where both players were, but just couldn't finish it out. The gunfights got isolated, and that's when the round starts to run away from you. And it once again goes to show, when you think something's won, when you think it's so easy, if you let them isolate the gunfights, you can go from any number of players down to a loss. Doesn't matter how many of them there are. If you're isolating those gunfights and they do that properly, you know,
yeah, we've
Unity
seen 3v5s,
really
2v5s converted, and now Unity. I mean, that was a successful round, but I'm still glad they're switching it up, going for a split rather than another one of these strong takes. Goth tucked into the oil position here on scaffold. Might be a crucial position for hearing what Smalls is doing up on catwalk.
Nebula, nice clean headshot onto Pan. Gonna shut down a key player on the B site. Give Nebula some space.
Oh, this is gonna provoke the rotate. Goth is in a crucial position here. Smalls could catch out one, but the trade is going to be immediate if it is. And there it is. That procs the push. And now the frags are coming in. Nebula and Kodiak able to pick up 1 of their each. And Peak is all on his own in the 1 versus 4. Able to pick up the first headshot. Still on full health, but now he's got to make this rotate onto A. They know his position. They know his rotate. They know the name of his game. Peak will try to tuck into
utility on the Unity side, though.
Yeah, just one nade.
And that's all gone.
Oh, the knife. Ooh, that was a little bit close there. But now, 1 holding the flank, it's going to be Berserk. And 2 up close for Unity. Not going to work out. Kodiak tries to pull the pistol. Maybe get a whip out of that, but not going to happen. Peak, oh my goodness. He's got the 1v1. Oh, he goes for the 180. Doesn't get the tag, though. He's just got to stick it here. Berserk has to hard push. Berserk, he has to hard push.
He doesn't
believe it. The bait is not successful.
Bros don't fake.
Berserk's just sitting in main. Peak's got it for free.
He's gotta commit.
Peak's got it for free, and we've got a 4-4 half.
So 1 versus 3. And a beautiful one at that. Berserk can't believe his eyes, and he can't stand it either. Finishing himself off there. Jesus, wow.
What should have been a free round. Converted 1v4. Converted there for Peak. He's been showing up today. He was 14-4 in that touch grass match we mentioned, and then now he's 7 picks in. So is Tactical Pan as well. But I want to say Goth 9 kills in now, same as Smalls. Nobody's really being a standout player here, but that was a very crucial round, and Goth will open us up on this pistol.
At the end of the day, it was a balanced half. Let's see how the teams do, switching things up. Good nade there from Berserk.
No follow-up, though. It's a 3 versus 3 as the site is broken into. Acer EU, they got Taz on the back site. Meanwhile, a trade from Kodiak. Up close and personal. Cry takes out John as it's all left down to Taz in the 1 versus 2. Able to pick up Cry. It's a 1 versus 1. Taz versus Berserk, and Taz will have the smoke to keep that ladder player under check. The coughs are going to be heard. Position is revealed. Taz has just got to be patient here. Oh, he's going to hear this ladder climb. The scanner goes down. The swing is
smoke
in.
as well.
Berserk wins it. And Unity pick up their defending pistol.
Yeah, I mean, you've talked about it. We've talked about it time and time again. Those pistols are crucial, not just for the actual rounds, but for the mental and for the precedent it sets at the start of each half about who's coming in on the dominant side, and that is a strong round for Unity to get. A very crucial round for sure.
So do we still think Ace or EU gets this upset, or are we thinking Unity takes this now after that 4-4 half and pistol round? How are we feeling?
It's so difficult to call. Both teams could take this. It really can go either way. I still think Ace or EU has a chance to regain their momentum, but as I said, either way is possible.
Absolutely, and with smoke on mid, no early pick is gonna be happening here. There is some pressure onto Catwalk. There's only 2 players on the B site here for Unity, and one of them is dead. It's Nebula. Dead on sight, and a perfect flash onto Kodiak. Forcing his name
as well.
Ooh, Berserk and Smalls, each with one of their own. Unity's starting to recover this. Ace or EU, they need to get this plant down, and they need to force another fight. Sprays there from Pan.
Strong kill.
Gets it out. John, though, knows a player's graffiti. Oh, the spray, though, from Underpass. Cry and Berserk both find their ones, and it's a 6th round for Unity. They have not only clawed back, but they have taken the lead.
Now they're actually getting pretty close to the finish line here, 3 rounds away from sending Ace or EU packing. I mean, they've got to do some work here, Ace or EU. They cannot be losing rounds like that. Especially, I mean, they were very confident on the defense, Ace or EU. They clearly had, you know, strats in mind. They knew their positions. They knew how to play them very well. It's a lot more difficult when you're attacking, for sure, because the positions are so variable. Where you end up playing, what you end up having to do, you never actually know in the end, and that just makes it.
Absolutely, and with a match like this, you're itching to get this win. You're itching to go up against 8 Basils in the next round. Gone, taken out early on. A rough start for Ace or EU as another gets taken out. It's Goth dead to the nade. And with Catwalk push known, it's another nade and another kill in favor of Unity. Only 1 player dead is Nebula. And it's a 4 versus 2. We've seen something like this converted before, but with no utility left, it's gonna be the struggle train here for Ace or EU. Taking a raw gunfight is Taz, who gets lit up but finds a little bit of damage. The flank is in from Kodiak, and he'll clean up the round, giving Unity their 7th and pushing them so close to the finish line. 2 more rounds for Unity, and they'll be going up against 8 Basils.
They're seeming very dominant on this side. Very strong, definitely. It is a lot more about those split-second decisions when you're attacking, and Ace just can't seem to make the right ones in that short amount of time. You really are going to have to do something magical. Pan, the IGL, is going to have to pull something crazy out of the bag here, and I mean, that is just
that's a tilter.
Confidence-inducing.
That is a tilter right there, and with how many early picks have been going in favor of Unity, that just extends their lead even further. Ace or EU needing to muster up some sort of strength, some sort of coordination here, but left on his own. Peak abandoned in middle, and it's going to be a free pick for Kodiak. No damage onto Unity here, and it's a 5 versus 3, looking like an 8th. Once again, Ace or EU failing to muster up something here. Maybe they can find something on backside, but it's just Nebula with the AK-12, an immediate headshot onto John. What could have been an entry, and Ace or EU's just dropping like flies, pick after pick. A flawless round from Unity. 0 damage. 0 damage from Ace or EU onto Unity that round. No nades, no bullets connecting. And Unity, after a round like that, they are looking confident to close this one out and face up against 8 Basils.
After such a strong first half from both teams, it really just does feel like Ace or EU is charging round after round into the brick wall that is the Unity defense. I mean, say what you will about Kodiak and his team, but when they come through, they really do come through and put on a show.
Smalls with the opening nade as well. The rush isn't even going to work out for Acer EU. They have to break this backside seal, and they haven't even made it through the smokes yet. They're already considering rotating off. I mean, Peak and Pan just, they don't look confident anymore. They have completely backed off. They've given up A main. Unity has pushed up and taken A main from what was about to be a rush from Acer EU. How does that even happen? Goth able to find Berserk, though. Gives them some map control.
That doesn't shake your confidence. I don't know what will. Let's see what Taz has to do. About nothing. That's what he has to do here.
4 versus 3. Numbers are still close. Acer EU could find a pick here. Goth could find something, but not confidence-inducing.
SMG in hand. These close range fights are his bread and butter. Goth is going to have a bit of trouble winning this one.
Smalls is tagged up, though. Goth does have the nade and the MK up close. That higher fire rate could mean work, but a sound cue will come out. Smalls knows that someone is playing mid.
Over on the B site.
And Nebula is on the B site. There's the peek from Smalls. Finds his own, and it's all down to Peak in the 1 versus 3. It's safe to say Unity are closing this one out 9-4 and going up against 8 Basils in the next round of the losers bracket.